Welcome back. I'm Mike,
I'm Levi.
and this is
The Van Dyke Show.
Episode 14.
Big up there in the views.
The views, yeah.
The views, man. Them 40 views hitting.
Maybe hitting. Appreciate
Appreciate you, 40 consistent people.
Yep. If you don't like something we're saying, fucking comment and let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of how this shit goes a little bit. So, Levi won the picks last week.
Again.
We fucking tied the first week.
I'm whooping that ass.
He's up, I think, 3 right now.
I think it's 2. I think it's 2-1.
I think it's 2-1.
You won week 1, and I won the...
It's a long season.
All right.
It's a long season.
All
It's
right.
a long season.
You tied up this week.
Tied up this week. That's all we got to do. We just got to stay focused this week. That Texas-Oklahoma game, though, that was great. That was a great game.
I told you, man.
Dylan Gabriel got the ball back with about a minute and 9 seconds left, and he went all the way down the field.
Oh, that's what happens when they play fucking 12 yards off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, you get out of what's working for you. I mean, you stopped them like 3 possessions in a row, and they drive down and score. Terrible. You can't get conservative.
No, for sure.
I mean, that's just how it goes. And a coverage breakdown too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that they motioned the receiver over. The one corner for Texas tried to call it out to the other corner. He didn't hear him. Didn't call it out. That corner actually blitzed off the edge, got picked up. Dylan Gabriel had a little bit of pressure. It looked like he was about to run, but he couldn't, and he just saw that guy sitting by himself. Delivered a pass. Guy caught it. Ball game.
Yep.
So I think we learned a lot. I think we learned a lot from both teams. I mean, Texas.
It's going to be a Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a rematch, which that's crazy because let's just say Texas wins.
They both go to the playoff?
They're both going to the playoff. I think they should.
Yeah,
I think they're both good enough to go to the playoff.
Right now, the playoff is looking like Georgia, them two, and then whoever wins the Big Ten.
Yeah, which that's another thing. It's like Michigan and Ohio State play, and then it's like...
What if they rematch? Well, they can't.
Well, they can't. Side. They can't.
But in future years.
But, yeah, that's good game, though. It was a great game. Nothing you can do. It's one of those things where Oklahoma's defense, I mean, they had more turnovers, and they stopped Texas on 1st and goal from the 1 4 plays in a row.
Yep.
So, I mean, like we said, Oklahoma's defense was kind of flying under the radar. It was great, and it showed. Like they
put up points, but
it's legit.
When push came shove, they showed up.
Yep, they showed up. I mean, the 4 plays in a row stuffed them.
Yep.
3 runs.
That don't happen very often.
No. So, Brent Venables definitely turned that team around.
Oh, for sure. It's good to see, too.
Good to see them and Texas. I mean, honestly, them going to the SEC, I think they're going to be able to compete.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely compete.
I could see Bama falling off.
Yeah.
In, like, the nicest way possible.
Yeah, I seen this thing, the strength and conditioning coach for Georgia was at Alabama when Alabama went on, like, that huge run. And now he's over at Georgia, and now Georgia's going on that huge run. The guy's got so many rings.
Who's your strength and conditioning coach means a lot, to be honest. Like, who's going to get your freshmen up at 5 in the morning, have them stoked to go lift, and then, like, at any program,
just staying on everybody.
And then it's that, and they don't... Recovery is huge.
Yeah.
People don't understand, like, you don't stretch properly, you don't lift properly, you're doing too much, it's a long football season, you got to be ready to play Saturday.
Yeah, it's like that.
It don't matter how the week goes, you got to show up Saturday.
Right, and it's like they had it, like, Blake Corum.
Yep.
They had, like, take the key away from the guy because the guy was working out so much. Like, they needed him to rest a little bit. But he's a dog, though.
Yeah, I don't mind Blake Corum, and I hate Michigan.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Shout out to the guy that came into the bowling alley yesterday, and I told him that he needs to take that Michigan beanie off.
Yeah.
Because he should have.
Yeah, poor guy.
Might have 86'd him.
Should have. Anyways, great week in college football, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Might be better than last week, and last week was tough.
Yeah.
Tough week.
I mean, even that... Missouri LSU game was good. I mean, LSU won by 10 at the end because Missouri threw a pick 6.
But it should have been 7.
It was back and forth.
Or 3.
It was back and forth like the whole game. So that was a good game. Good for Missouri to kind of to bat a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But it just shows that LSU is also
bigger,
legit too.
Bigger recruiting class. Yep. That's all it comes down to.
And like we said, Texas A&M and Alabama was close. Yep. I mean, Alabama blocked a field goal near the end of the third quarter. Went into the end zone. They got a block in the back, called it back, but. I mean, it was close near the end, but Alabama kind of dominated that whole second half because they were losing at halftime.
Called that.
So, but let's talk about the biggest fumble of the weekend.
Oh my!
The University of Miami. What the fuck are you doing, Mario Cristobal? Knee the fucking ball. They have no timeouts. There's 40 seconds left. Knee the ball. Take your season on. You're undefeated. But no, you run it, they fumble. The guy's elbow was down. That was fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
still, he was definitely down.
It was bullshit, but knee the fucking ball.
Yeah, knee the ball, and you're not in that situation. I mean, as a quarterback, you hear that play call come in. No, you say, sorry, coach, check, and you just fucking knee it. You don't hand the ball off. Yeah, you end the game. Like, that's basic That's basic.
It's Brandon Staley's little brother.
Yeah, and the worst thing is that's the second time he's done that. Yep. He did that when he was at Oregon, too, against Stanford.
And they fucking lost.
And they lost, just like that. But, I mean, how are you letting somebody get behind you on defense anyways? You shouldn't even be in that situation. Understandable. But you're just going to let them walk off touchdown.
Knee the fucking ball.
And the craziest thing about that, too, is the guy started sliding on, like, the half-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
And then, so literally the ball should have been on the one, the half-yard line, the game should have been over also. But still, don't put yourself in that position. Horrible.
Still ranked somehow.
Still ranked, yeah. Fucking barely.
Bullshit.
Barely. And they got a big game this week.
At North Carolina.
At North Carolina. And, that's a team that is also kind of flying under the radar. They are undefeated.
Drake May is not getting enough love.
No, he's not. Definitely not.
I said at the beginning of the year, you said you wanted to see more.
Yep.
I think he's kind of shown. He's a kind of quarterback. He's a system quarterback. He'll be a guy in the league. He's not going to be no Patrick Mahomes. But he's going to be a kind of guy that play in a system almost like a Brock Purdy that just plays in the correct system. He'll win you games, won't turn the ball over, and he makes critical throws.
Yeah, he just needs to be in the West Coast. Yep. I mean, with either the Vikings or...
He'd be a great QB for them.
Yeah, great fit with Kevin O'Connell.
Yep.
I mean, he's big. He's what, 6'4", 6'5". He can hit any throw on the field. He kind of has like that Herbert-esque. He kind of has that comp to Herbert, as what I think.
I think Herbert and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Like a mix.
Yeah, so... Drake May's been balling, though. I mean, so I guess we can talk about that. We got Miami going to North Carolina, so we got number 25 versus number 12. And, if I had to pick a team that's outside the top 10 right now to make it to the Final Four, I would probably pick North Carolina because they have a free run to the ACC.
Yep.
I know Louisville, they had a big win against Notre Dame. Win. I know they're ranked 14, but I'm just going to have to put my chips more on Drake May than Louisville as of right now.
Oh, for sure.
But, I mean, that could be an ACC matchup, too.
That'd be a good matchup.
But back to the game, I'm going North Carolina. Like we said, Drake May, it's at home. Miami, I don't know how you bounce back. I mean, when stuff like that happens, teams either show up the next week or they fucking fall apart.
They either fold or
they're riding that high still, So it's really it's gonna be a battle test of that team if Mario Cristobal can kind of get them over what just happened and focus them on still winning the ACC and still competing for that Final Four because they're not done yet, but they have to win this game or they are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna go North Carolina. I just don't know how they come back after that loss.
Yeah, I don't know. That loss is definitely all they're talking about still.
Mm-hmm.
Still like, damn, we should still be undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they were undefeated,
mm-hmm.
I'm still taking North Carolina.
Right.
I think North Carolina has too much firepower on offense, and I don't think that Drake May is going to put him in a position to lose.
Right. We got another one here. We got number 10, USC at number 21, Notre Dame. Notre Dame has had 3 really close games. And they've all been ranked. I mean, Ohio State down to the wire. Then they go with Duke down to the wire. And then they kind of got beat down by Louisville. But I mean, they had that's 3 tough tests.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Weeks in a row, and then you throw USC again. USC should have lost last week.
Oh damn!
U of A had them on the ropes. I don't understand why they just didn't go for 2
the first
overtime. I mean, you're
tired already.
You're tired already. Yeah, that's funny. But, I mean, you have a team that you're not even supposed to be. I mean, the spread was 21. You weren't even supposed to be in, like, that type of a game, almost knocking off USC at home.
Yep.
It's like, fucking risk it. What do you have to lose? Nobody had you in this game anyways. And guess what? You end up losing on a 2-point conversion play anyways.
Yep.
So, I mean, they could have won it right there. They didn't. They went the other route. But that freshman quarterback's good for
U of A.
For U of A, yeah. So, yeah.
Definitely.
But back to this game.
So you got Notre Dame or you got USC? Because it's a tough one.
It is quiet. I mean, it is.
It's at Notre Dame.
It's at Notre Dame. I mean, we saw that place was pretty live the last time. So I'm gonna go. I don't think this is where USC loses. I haven't seen enough of Notre Dame's offense to really hurt USC's defense. I mean, USC's defense. We said last week they're fucking horrible.
They're horrible.
It's not good. And that's why I think U of A was able to put up points on them, just like Colorado was. But I mean, those are spread offenses, throw the ball. Notre Dame wants to run the ball.
Oh, definitely.
They want to run it. They want to run it.
Play action with Sam Hartman.
Exactly, and they don't really have a big big-time wide receiver.
They don't.
So
that's their problem.
I just don't think Notre Dame's going to be able to score with USC, and that's what it's going to come down to.
Only thing that I think gets to USC is can they not let that big back wear and tear on their defense all game over and over.
Right.
Kind of like a fourth quarter.
Because Estime, he's a big back.
Big guy. Are they going to want to tackle him in the fourth quarter? Probably not. Like, let's be real. It's
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
They almost beat Ohio State at home.
Mm-hmm.
USC should have lost at home last week to U of A.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Notre Dame. That's
Okay.
my upset. I don't think Caleb Williams gets it done this week.
I mean, he got outplayed last week by
a freshman.
That guy's good.
He's a good guy.
I hope he hits the portal because he ain't even the starter.
Oh, no.
And we'll take him over there in Columbus. Gladly. We got Aaron Nolan coming in, so we'll be fine. We got number 18, another Pac-12 matchup, UCLA versus number 15, Oregon State. Both these teams won loss.
Yep.
So you got the freshman, or I think he's a redshirt, I'm not sure, Moore, quarterback for Chip Kelly for UCLA, and then you got DJ Ugalele. You got Bolden, wide receiver for Oregon State. He's good. Martinez, running back for Oregon State, also really good. And I just think Oregon State plays different when they're at home.
Oh, definitely.
So, you know what? I don't think I know another team that's the Beavers either.
Mm-mm.
I think it's pretty...
Yeah, just Oregon State.
Beavers.
I'm taking them.
I'm taking them too. I just want to see... I mean, if Moore can go up there as a young quarterback and get a win in a pretty hostile environment, you know, they do like that
That'd
chain.
be huge.
The chainsaws will be going. That's what they do over there. So, it'll be big, but we're both going Oregon State.
If they wear all orange and they have orange out again,
Yeah, that shit's tough.
that's like one of the hardest jersey combos.
Mm-hmm. Orange is just, I mean, that's just a nice combo.
No one really wears it.
No.
Even the Denver Broncos last
That
time,
shit
they
was
looked
cold.
Good. Yeah, look good.
The snow caps, those are fucking cold. Big one here.
Biggest game of the week.
Biggest game of the week. It could be one of the biggest games of the season,
Mm-hmm.
in all honesty. Me and you kind of touched on it last week. You got number 8, Oregon, heading to UW, Washington, number 7. And like we talked last week, like I love Michael Penix Jr.
Michael Penix Jr. is a dog.
I think
he's a Heisman winner in my eyes
yes,
right now.
That's who I'm picking. I think what has he not done right as of right now? I mean, he's
done everything right.
He's got big wide receivers he can throw to. He was great at Indiana. We talked about that.
He's
We
a dog
seen
at
him. He had
Indiana.
Ohio State on the ropes a couple times, and
Yep.
that was at Indiana. So I'm definitely going Washington. I think this game could be up there high scoring, and I think both offenses can definitely put up points.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not sure what defense is going to get those stops. It has to happen, but both these quarterbacks are experienced.
I think Bo Nix is going to make one more mistake than Michael Penix is going to.
Mm-hmm.
So for that being said, I'm going to take Washington in a tight score game. Like
Yes.
damn near last possession, Bo Nix throws a pick,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get a third down,
Right.
critical, punt the ball back, drives down, wins it for him.
Yeah, both these teams are good.
Oh, they're
Like this is a good
huge
matchup.
Pac-12
And you know
matchup.
what's crazy? This could be another Pac-12 championship.
Yeah, it could be
like
another
these
Pac-12
teams
championship.
could meet up just like Texas and Oklahoma.
Yep.
But I'm hyped up for that one.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I think that is a great game, and it could be one of those things. Whoever gets the ball last wins.
Oh, for sure.
Who has got that dog in them? Who goes Brady mode and puts their team in a position to win,
Yep.
or fumbles the bag?
And I'm sorry, Sitter Sanders. Brady mode versus ASU, stop it, bro.
Yeah,
you
I
should
mean,
not be in that situation.
That man's got no line though.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I
but
really don't care.
His line sucks.
I don't give a damn.
But that just shows like is USC's defense that bad? I think they are that bad.
So I'm taking Notre Dame.
So yeah, that's why Caleb Williams needs to go to the draft because that ain't fucking changing in 1 year.
Oh, not at all.
There ain't no fucking way that's changing in 1 year. So on Caleb Williams, who should tank for him? I mean, the crazy thing is the Bears have the Panthers pick and the Panthers aren't even taking; they're just fucking losing. So it's like, say the Bears have their pick. I think the Bears might win some games. I don't think they're going to be sitting 1-2 like they
No.
are right now. So, I mean, obviously, I think the Panthers probably will have the number 1 pick, and I think
The Bears will
The
have it.
Bears
I think they
will
might
have
trade it, or they'll if the Bears have the first pick.
that's the Panthers, not theirs.
Well, the Panthers pick for
yes,
sure.
but it's theirs. Yes,
Their pick will probably be in the top 5 as well.
I would say
so-
top 8 for sure.
If I'm them, I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. And if I don't know,
That's hard.
you could either trade it
There's
for a
so
haul.
much value.
You
in
could
that.
trade it for a haul. You could
Yeah.
trade it for the whole bank. You could trade it for the church's money.
So much value.
You could do that because someone's going to give it up.
Yeah.
Someone's going to give it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So either give it up, let Justin Fields rock, or you say fuck it. We're taking Caleb Williams, later Justin Fields.
Which would be crazy because he ain't even playing bad. Like,
No.
all of his stats are legit.
But there's not as much value in Justin
Fields as there would be Caleb Williams,
Exactly.
because people have seen Justin Fields in the NFL right now, and they love to look at his record.
Mm-hmm.
But you break down the tape, you look at what he's doing. These guys playing fucking top 10 football.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, would you rather have Justin Fields or Dak Prescott?
Probably Justin Fields.
Exactly, and Dak's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. So, there's one team that should tank for Caleb Williams, and if they lose this week, they have to, because
Minnesota Vikings.
yes, I don't think if they lose and continue to lose, Justin Jefferson is not going to rush back to play.
No, there's no reason to.
There's no reason for him to play.
You traded Neil Hunter. You get as much value you can there.
Yep.
You trade Kirk Cousins. Get as much value as you can there. And then you say, you know what? We're putting all our marbles in one basket. Caleb Williams is going to be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have 2 stud receivers in Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson.
Links back up with him.
Links back up with Jordan Addison.
Mm-hmm.
And they overpaid T.J. Hawkinson, man.
Yeah, they did. Now's the time. You fucking step up while Justin Jefferson out.
Or you
and you guys fade away, and you start preparing for next year. But with all that being said, I went and looked at Minnesota's schedule the rest of the year.
tough.
No. The only hard team they have left is the 49ers. So you mark that as a loss, all right?
If they lose to the Bears, bro.
No, there's no. They better not.
If they lose to the Bears, you're tanking.
They're sitting at 1-4. All one-score games, which that normally happens with a team that wins a lot of them the next year. They don't really bounce back that next year. But I was looking at it, and they can easily, I wouldn't say easily, but they can finish about 10-6.
Okay, let's be real. Without Justin Jefferson last week on that last drive, they were moving the ball down the field without him.
Because Kirk Cousins he's not forcing it to him. They're not running plays for Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins is just running that offense.
Yep.
So, he's still going to find KJ. He's still going to find Jordan Addison. And I think that the guy that will really help them start winning games is the guy they traded for, Cam Akers. So I think they need to get him out there, and they need to get him the ball. The guy's explosive. He was great at Florida State. He was good on the Rams. Just Sean McVay just didn't fucking want him there.
Yep.
So, if they lose, though, that's who should tank for Caleb Williams.
I agree.
But, the Bears just might get him because the Panthers suck.
If the Cardinals are going to move on from Kyler Murray, they got to tank for Caleb.
Yeah, them too. They have one win also. And I think Houston's going to win more games than the Cardinals because C.J. Stroud's playing better football. They're just both... They're both bottom tier, but they're playing better than the Cardinals.
Speaking of the Texans game last week, it's underrated that the Atlanta Falcons defense has not allowed more than 25 points in 14 straight games, which is the most since the 2013-2014 San Francisco 49ers defense.
Damn.
So.
And they don't even got really big names either. Jesse Bates, and he was an off-season addition.
Last year, we have no pass rush.
No.
We're a team that should go trade for Danielle Hunter if the Vikings want to tank.
Frank Clarkson either get released or Denver said trade for him.
They need a pass rusher.
Yeah, they need to get pressure on the quarterback. That's for sure. That's how you win games.
With Desmond Ridder throwing for 329 last week, if we could add that to the offense, they'll win the South, NFC South.
Let's just say Minnesota starts tanking. They trade Kirk Cousins. You put Kirk Cousins on the Falcons. I think
contenders.
I think they're division winners. I definitely pick them as the winning division. All year I've been picking the Saints, but I would definitely...
The NFC's weak.
Definitely flip that to them. I think Kirk Cousins could really change that team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He would have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan. It's pretty good starting.
Just traded for
three.
Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Matt Collins even had a decent season.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. I think that Minnesota thing is a little tricky, though, on what they're going to do. This week I think might say some things. But here's the thing. Kirk Cousins said he's not signing his no-trade clause.
Jefferson wants to stay with Kirk.
Yeah, and he's not signing no trade clause, so he ain't going to go anywhere.
Jefferson they offered him the most money, but he didn't sign because he's uncertain of what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins.
I don't blame him, honestly. That's his quarterback that he came in the league with, has been balling with.
It's his dog.
Yeah.
Respect to JJ.
No shit. Wow. Definitely talked about the Vikings there and Caleb Williams. But, yeah, I don't know. They better fucking win. That's all I got to say. All right, Thursday night. Denver at Kansas City. Like we said last week, I think the Chiefs always lose that one game beginning of the year against a shitty team, and that opportunity was the Jets.
Yep. And
they found a way to win, whether you think that was a pass interference or whatever you want to call holding on the Chiefs. They still won that game. Just like last week, Pass interference, I don't know, but the guy taking his helmet off should have been a penalty because, you know this, DJ Moore caught a Hail Mary against Falcons last year, took his helmet off, threw the flag, and ended up...
They missed the extra point.
Missed the
Falcons
extra
won
point.
overtime.
Yep. So that should have been a penalty. Sorry, that should have been a flag.
It should have been roughing the passer, to be real.
Regardless, I mean, he took his fucking helmet off. Why had the penalty? And why is the ref telling him to put it on? Like, fucking throw the flag, and then fucking tell him to put it on. But Chiefs get away with another one, I guess. But I don't got to worry about this. This week, I got the Chiefs by at least double digits, at least 10. Denver's trying to fucking get rid of the... That's another team should take Caleb Williams because they are fucking... I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to get rid of everybody. Trade Jerry Jeudy, trade Cortland Sutton. How about you get rid of the quarterback and then just get Caleb Williams? And the coach. I mean, they missed bad.
And Travis Kelce's playing this week.
Yep.
Chiefs by 100.
Definitely Chiefs. So, Baltimore at Tennessee.
Tricky one.
Baltimore loses a horrible game to Pittsburgh.
I told you it was going to be an AFC
North game. You did. And, I mean, there's a bunch of drops. I mean...
Okay, Lamar should not get the blame for that.
No, I mean, dude...
Don't get me wrong. The fade ball he threw,
awful.
Terrible.
I mean, he threw it to Joey.
Nelson Aguilar dropped the touchdown.
Yep.
Rashad Bateman dropped the touchdown. And that's just two of them.
Yeah, that's not on him. Tennessee loses another division match against the Colts. Another close game. Fuck, it's
at Tennessee.
It's at Tennessee. I feel like they play better there.
They do. DeAndre Hopkins finally arrived.
Yeah.
Starting to play the slot more.
Yeah, I know Tannehill, I mean, he's thrown 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, so that ain't very good, but Derrick Henry really hasn't gotten going besides that 1 week where he went over 100 yards. This who you picking? It's fucking. I think it's flip for coin. I mean, who battles back after a loss in the division more?
Give me the Baltimore Ravens.
I'll take them too. I want to just pick Titans to go against you, but I don't fucking know, honestly. I'll just stick with the Ravens too. It's tough.
We both lose.
Yeah.
If they win, we both win.
All right. Washington at Atlanta. You can talk.
It's at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Desmond Ridder has not lost at home.
It's so fucking... Hasn't lost in
college or in the NFL. And underrated thing, I think Taylor Heineke is going to help Desmond Ridder prepare this week. I think that's really underrated that people aren't looking at. And speaking of this as well, my start of the week is Drake London because Washington is atrocious against number 1 receivers.
Oh, I know.
So I'm going to take Atlanta. It's going to be a defensive battle for sure. But at the end of the day, Taylor Heineke practiced against that defense all last year. So he's going to give Desmond Ridder as many tips as he wants. Bouncing back after throwing for 329. 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown. No interceptions. Give me Atlanta this week.
Yeah, I'm just going to piggyback on everything you said. I'm also going with the Falcons. Like you said, Desmond Ridder's never lost at home. It's pretty remarkable. And I don't think it happens next week.
Nope.
I need to see more out of Sam Howell. I know his stats looked really good against the Bears, but, I mean, he threw a lot of questionable plays, a lot of questionable turnovers, one right before halftime. The Bears capitalized on that. The offense is doing great for Washington, but Washington's not great, but good. I mean, he's doing good. He's moving the ball. He's putting up points. But that team's supposed to be known for that defensive line. That Jonathan Allen, the Chase Young, the Montez Sweat. And it's like, where are they at? Is that all they have is a D-line? I mean, they've drafted Emmanuel Forbes. You haven't seen anything from him. So I need to see more from that defense before I really want to pick them going into Atlanta. I'm definitely going Atlanta with you. So, we'll see what happens. Next one, we got Seattle at Cincy. I know. It's another
called it last week. I said Jamar Chase is going to go for 150.
And he went for a whole lot more.
This is going to be where the Bengals show everybody that they were in a slump. They're going to beat Seattle. They're going to beat Seattle this week. Joe Burrow's going to bounce back. He looked a little more mobile last week.
Mm-hmm. He's getting better.
It definitely opened up that damn offense for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase is always fucking open. 7-11, what he calls himself. So give me the Bengals again. I'm going to ride on them this week, the next few weeks. I don't care who they're playing. The Bengals are going to get rolling. And by the end of the year, they're going to go reclaim Burrowhead.
Damn. DK Metcalf was talking about how Devin Witherspoon, the first round rookie from Illinois, is going to get the best of Jamar Chase, and he quote tweeted that and said LOL. So I'm going to go with the guy that just had 15 catches, 198 yards, and 3 tuds. I don't know why you're saying that. They're coming off their best game of the season. Really. I know it was the Cardinals, but that don't matter. I'm also riding with you in the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow is looking a lot more mobile. I haven't seen enough from Geno like last year to really put all the chips in there. They're not throwing in Jackson Smith and Jigba, who they drafted a first-round pick.
And they're using him right.
They're using Kenneth Walker. And,
great, yeah, I like that. My fantasy loves it.
But I just don't think they're going to be able to put up points with Cincy. I mean, Cincy proved last week that Dobbs can't put up points with them. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Cardinals, you have a quarterback problem, kind of, because he ain't going to be able to go in shootouts with top 5 quarterbacks like that. So Joe Shiesty is back, riding with the Bengals at home as well, and that they're gonna go on a run. They have to. They started the season slow. They don't have no fucking choice. That'll put them sitting at 500. They'll be sitting at 3-3 after this week, and I know Seattle's coming off a bye, but I don't think that's gonna matter. They don't have no injuries really.
Sucks having such an early bye in the NFL.
No
though.
shit. It's a long fucking season. Have a bye week 5.
That's terrible.
I think like week 11, 12, that's probably like the good range.
Even 8.
Yeah, but fucking through. 5, that's a rough start. You're on the tail end.
You better get that
now.
first round bye in the playoffs.
Yeah, because you're going to need it. So another division matchup here. We got the Indianapolis Gardner Minshew Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. My start of the week, Anthony Richardson. Like I said, if the fuck guy can stay healthy and not get hurt,
he looked damn good
until landed on that shoulder running, AC joint. He's not going to be able to throw. I mean, he pretty much separated his shoulder. Yep. That's what an AC joint injury is. It's a grade 3. It's the worst you can get. So I don't see him coming back for at least 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, it said 4 to wait, but there ain't no way. I mean, especially throwing and stuff, there's no way it's happening. But, they went and got Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew knew Shane Steichen's offense. So, I mean, what's the loss? I mean, he played good the game he was in. They won. They beat Baltimore, at Baltimore. So, I know you're going to pick Jacksonville, so I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts. I think Jonathan Taylor gets going this game. Zach Moss, I think they're going to kind of ease him in, but I think it's time to fucking let him go. You paid him $42 million. Let him get going. Let Zach Moss spell him a little bit. And I know the Jag just had a big win. They're in London the last 2 weeks. I think they're going to have a transition coming back to their time zone and all that stuff. So I'm going the Indianapolis Colts.
I love your take there, but this is the third home game in the last 3 weeks for the Jacksonville Lags. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The Lags won it last week. I picked them last week.
They just got back from their home, London.
That's their second home. London's their first home.
Oh, yeah, my bad. They're back at their second home.
They probably pay better in London than they do Jacksonville.
Shit. So this is the week that I think T-Law finally shows why he was the first overall pick a while back.
Bro, it's crazy there. Aren't they playing again? They've already played twice now? Didn't they play week 1? Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence told Anthony Richardson he needs a slide.
Yep.
But man took no advice.
Yeah, no, not at all. But definitely.
Both division games out the way? That's wild.
Yeah, but I'm taking the Jags this week.
Again, they sweep them.
Again, they sweep them. And I'm just... Based on the fact that Trevor Lawrence hasn't had, I'm that guy kind of game.
Like a 350.
4 tuds. And he has that potential.
He does, definitely.
So that's why I'm going to take them this week. I really do think Indianapolis is a really sleeper defense, which is really good. And that's why I think that it's a divisional matchup. They know the ins and outs. They play twice a year. This is Trevor Lawrence, bounce back, I'm that guy kind of game to get them rolling through the whole year.
And to touch on that, they've really been riding ETN.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, ETN's been balling. I mean, they drafted Tank Bigsby, but you don't even fucking see him out there because ETN's just doing everything he did at Clemson. I mean, last year was really his rookie year because his rookie year he tore his Achilles and he was out for the season.
But at the end of the day, only time you see Tank Bigsby is the red zone.
Yeah, that's it. Short line. But ETN's balling. I mean, that last touchdown run he had against the Bills.
39 one?
35 yeah, he kind of ducked under that tackle through the hole. Legit. So, I think whoever wins the running game, if they can stop ETN and make Trevor Lawrence pass, then you're going to get your 350. His big T-Law coming out game. They have all the weapons.
Oh, yeah.
But, so we're a little split there. I think we're going to be the same on the next one. You have the Owen whatever Panthers. I don't know when they're going to win a game at the Miami Dolphins. I said last week they're going to put up 40. They put up 31. So Miami plays different down there at Hard Rock. I mean, they're 6-8 in the last 18 games. They're 16-2. One of the losses was to the Vikings with Skylar Thompson in at quarterback, and the second one was to Green Bay on Christmas Day when Tua got another concussion. But before that, before he came out with that concussion, Miami was rolling. So Miami plays different at home. I'm definitely riding the Dolphins again. I think Jalen Phillips will be back. Connor Williams was back last week and definitely played dividends. Yep. I know Devon Achane is going to be out on IR for 4 weeks, which they're going to take a little bit of a hit. But I don't think they were expecting all the production they've got from him this early in the season at the beginning of the year. With that being said, my start of the week is Raheem, the Dream, Mostert. In the 2 weeks that Achane really didn't do a whole lot, he had 38 and 45 fantasy points in those 2 weeks. So definitely start Raheem. I think he has a big week. I think the Dolphins blow the Panthers out the fucking water.
Yeah, I'm piggybacking everything you just said. I mean, especially Bryce Young playing quarterback against Vic Fangio. I think this is X-Man's pick week. It's a pick this week. Even Javon Holland might get a pick this week. I can see both of them being Pro Bowlers at the end of the year. Maybe not X-Man. He's getting up there in age, but Javon Holland for sure. But yeah, I'm going to take Miami this week. I just don't think Carolina has anything going for them right now. And they're going to have to figure it the fuck out. Because if not, they're just traded a first overall. They traded Caleb Williams for Bryce Young.
And
plus DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Fuck you doing?
Yeah, it's not good. I mean,
and when CJ Stroud was right in front of you.
I mean, the crazy thing is, I think they're not going to admit it until later, but Frank Rich was kind of, or the reports are kind of reporting that Tepper, the owner, made them kind of pick Bryce Young.
Bro, Josh McCown literally
said, "We'll see you and we'll play ball in Charlotte." So the fucking owner really made him pick him. I mean, let's just cut the shit. But you're an owner. You're not a fucking NFL GM. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, look at the fucking Cowboys. What have they done? Nothing. So, both riding Dolphins. How many are they going to put up? It's a question. I mean, they've put up 31 and 70 in their 2 home games.
42.
They're going over 31.
42.
42. You can kick shit out of them, too.
Panthers suck, dude.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're dog ass.
They're not good. Another division game. That wasn't a division game, but here's another one. We got Minnesota at Chicago. You can talk this one first. I picked the Bears last week. Boom, baby.
Taking the Bears this week. Justin Fields, bro, after what he just did last week, he's going to keep riding that high he's got going. He's going to show everybody. I think the Bears turn their season around in a way.
Be crazy.
Because at the end of the day, bro.
Division ain't that far off.
You
got the Lions, that's it.
Got the Lions, but, I mean, you beat them. Then it's a divisional win for you guys.
Yep.
They could be a wild card team in my opinion. They're not that bad. They got some talent. DJ Moore, they're finally learning how to use the guy, get him the ball, let him run. I mean, I thought it was a big win for them last week against Washington because, in my opinion, Washington's a good football team. They can compete every Sunday. So I'm taking Chicago. Minnesota's really just going to be like, fuck, we just got a tank at this point. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to have the same production without JJ because then the doubles go to Addison, and I don't think he's ready for those yet. And TJ Hawkinson just can't catch a fucking cold. So,
go on the Bears.
Give me the Bears.
The Bears should really be 2-3. They should not have lost to Denver. The head coach kind of fucked them. Should have kicked a field goal and let Russell Wilson beat them. But whatever happens, happens. They're 1-4. Can't focus on that. Justin Fields is balling. I mean, Justin Fields is doing everything that Justin Fields needs to do to win games. DJ Moore, balling. I don't think a lot of the hate that's getting sent to Justin Fields is really Justin Fields' fault whatsoever. I know they had some shit going on with their fucking defensive coordinator and all that kind of stuff, but Minnesota has lost every one-score game. I mean, and that's just what's fucking happened. I think this week they get their first one-score win game. I think they hit a game-winning field goal. I think this game's going to be tight near the end. I think Minnesota kind of edges them out. I think Kirk Cousins kind of has a game-winning drive, kicks a field goal, and they show that they can win without Justin Jefferson. And I think TJ Hawkinson, you said he hasn't caught a cold. I think he fucking steps up. I think they get Cam Akers involved, and I think they win a close one. This is going to be their one-score win.
I like your take on that, but I just can't pick Minnesota this week.
We're on opposites because we're on the same one on the next one. You got the San Francisco 49ers going against. I don't know if they're who they're playing at quarterback. Is it P.J. Walker or if it's Dorian Thomas-Robinson? But I feel bad for either one of those guys because the 49ers are fucking Rollins. I mean, how do you stop them?
They're the best team in football right now.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I don't know how you stop them. I don't know how you get Brock Purdy off his game. Like we've said, you got to get him in the drop pack. I've said, I don't think fuck matters anymore.
Nope, he's that guy.
I think Brock Purdy's that guy. I think he's going to be getting paid chump change for a while, and they're just going to keep loading that fucking roster up around him on that rookie contract. I got the 49ers by fucking 3 scores.
I got the 49ers by 2 scores.
Yeah.
I'll give him a little bit of credit. Watson might play.
He's out. You already rolled him out.
Rolled him out. But
Yep.
without Nick Chubb, without Deshaun Watson.
I mean, how many times I give Kareem Hunt the ball before he fucking gets hurt?
Just give me the Niners.
Yep.
And just move on.
Yep. Fred Warner's a fucking dog.
Oh, yeah, he's underrated.
Fred Warner's
he's the best linebacker in
the
football.
league. He's a fucking dog, dude.
He's so good.
Yeah, he'll cover anyone. Don't matter.
He's good as shit.
I think this is a good matchup here. You got the New Orleans Saints heading over there to H-Town to battle against the Texans. And both these teams, I think the records are exactly the same. No, we got 3-2 Saints versus 2-3 Houston. Houston's 1-1 at home, and the Saints are 2-1 on the road.
It's a tough one. The Saints kicked the shit out of the Patriots last
They
week.
fucked them up.
They kicked the shit out of the Patriots last week.
And Houston was in a dogfight against the Falcons.
And Houston was in a dogfight against the Falcons. So it's really a tough pick for me. I really do want to pick Houston just because it's at home. But at the same time, the Saints have looked really good last week. But I don't think Derek Carr's shoulder is completely healed up.
Nope.
So I'm going to take Houston. I think they're going to put up a little more points, like a 24-21 kind of game. It's tough. Because Houston's defense looked better than I expected last week. So I'm going to take Houston.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans has that defense kind of flying around. And I mean, let's be real. Another hit on Derek Carr's shoulder. He has the same sprain as Anthony Richardson, but it's on his non-throwing shoulder, and it's a grade 2. So it's not as bad, but it still does not feel good. Separated shoulder, really.
As soon as you flip your hip.
Yeah. The Saints' defense is legit. But C.J. Stroud still has not thrown an interception. He's doing
Should have last week.
Yeah, he's doing everything that the coaches want him to do. He's going up there. He's calling. Pretty much, he's just running what they call.
Jesse Bates dropped the pick last week. Should have been his first.
That's your guy. You called his first interception last week, too.
To Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Bro jumped it.
Dropped it.
This is tough one.
This is a tough game.
Tough game.
Because I gave Houston no chance against the Steelers when the Steelers were coming to town.
Yep.
And
I picked them.
They mollywopped them.
Wipe the floor with them.
I do want to pick Houston because it's at home. We have a lot of similar picks, so I'm just going to go to the Saints just because we're kind of riding the same wave right now. So I'll just go Saints. Alvin Kamara's been balling. I think Chris Olave might get back on track. He dropped a touchdown, caught a touchdown last week. Saints defense is good. I don't know if Dennis Allen is kind of going to throw some stuff that CJ hasn't really seen yet.
Yep.
But that'd be the only reason why. The Saints defense good. You got Cam Jordan. You got old Brees from Clemson that they drafted in the first round, Brian Brees. So I think Alvin Kamara has like a 110 type game, maybe rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown.
Saying total, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go Saints.
I like that pick.
This one, I have no fucking idea. Let's be real. Is this guy going to get fired by the end of the season?
The New England Patriots at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders, big win. Big win for the Raiders, dude. Jordan Love, he
sucks.
He looked great week 1 against the Bears. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He blows,
now.
dude.
Yeah. I think now they're like, fuck, we had Aaron Rodgers.
And Devontae Adams.
We had both of them. We let them both go. Yeah.
Fuck it. Give me the Josh McDaniel Raiders.
Yeah. Dude,
they suck, but...
I've seen nothing good. When the fuck do you bench Mac Jones? When? You're benching the last 2 games during the game. How about you just fucking bench him at the beginning?
Bill Belichick, he had no reason to be out there.
Yeah, yeah. He might not be out there if they keep fucking losing by 30 points.
Fuck.
Honestly, yeah. I think Josh McDaniels beats Belichick and he shakes his hand at the end and says, thanks.
Yep.
I'm fired now.
You think they'd fire Belichick?
I mean, how would you not, bro?
Their roster's so bad.
He fucking drafts everybody.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, I know they lost probably a lot of their scouts and stuff to other teams.
But let's be real. Let's be real. They pick so late every year. Like Christian Gonzalez, one of their best players they drafted, hurt out rest of the year.
Yeah, Matt Judon, out.
Mac Jones, terrible. Who's he gonna throw the ball to?
He's got no one.
Juju, been hurt.
You let Jacoby Myers walk for the same contract.
Yeah,
that's your fault.
Yeah.
You signed Mike Gesicki. Don't need him. You have Hunter Henry. I mean, and the Dolphins traded them Devontae Parker, and he's done nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's their own fucking fault.
Okay,
I mean,
but a lot of it has to do with their GM.
I get that. You let Damian Harris leave. Ramondre Stevens has done nothing. You signed Zeke for nothing. Like, bro, Belichick's making a lot of these moves. So yes, I think they fucking fire him because honestly, he's damn near deserved it at this point. You wanted to trade Brady years before, and then you kept him. Won another Super Bowl. You traded Jimmy G. Yeah. You put yourself you're in a position to get fired.
Does he get hired again next year, though?
I think he retires. If he gets fired, he retires. He ain't coming back.
I think they just let him play out the season.
Yeah.
Let them get Caleb Williams.
Fuck, they get Caleb Williams. Then what's his excuse if they lose?
I would hate to see Caleb Williams go to New England because I fucking hate the Patriots.
I'd hate to see a lot of people go to New England. Like Trader Sanders, him in prime.
I'd hate it.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not doing good. Dolphins got them in 2 weeks. I'm pretty happy about that.
All right. We both got the Raiders. We got the Detroit Lions at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay coming off a bye.
Detroit coming off a long week.
Who'd they play last week? Well, they kicked the shit out of the Panthers. So they got a bye. They had a bye also. I'm going Tampa. I think Devin White and Levante David shut that run game down. I know Amon-Ra Brown, he's hurt a little bit. Sam Laporta balling, but I think they shut that game down. They kind of mix some stuff up. I mean, I think Todd Bowles is definitely going to bring the heat on Jared Goff, and I think Tampa gets a big win and kind of cements them as a team that's not that bad in the NFC, and see what happens there down in Tampa.
I really like that pick. I agree with a lot of the topics that you say.
I know you're going to pick Detroit, so I was definitely picking Tampa.
I'm taking Detroit because Jared Goff looks better than Baker Mayfield does.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm taking him. I like Tampa Bay's roster head to toe better. But the way that Jared Goff is making the right reads, you look at his end of the game stats, it's always 18 for 23, barely missed throws or throwaways and shit like that. And he's making the right reads. He's driving the ball down the field. Montgomery's looking good, but I do believe that run game's going to be shut down. They're going to miss Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit this week, but Sam Laporta and Amon-Ra have a huge week, and they win in a dogfight. Baker Mayfield turns the ball over in Baker Mayfield fashion, and Detroit wins.
I think he's having fun out there, Baker.
Yeah.
I actually do think he's having fun out there. I mean, he was at the OU Texas game. He's having a good time, bro. Yeah, he came on the Pat McAfee show. He said he's loving football right now. Good for him. I fucking like to hear that from that guy because I think he got wrote off the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We have the Arizona Cardinals suffering a huge loss to the Cincinnati Bengals at Los Angeles Rams.
Rams competed with the Eagles last week. If they wouldn't have let up that touchdown right before half. Different game. Cooper Kupp back. Like I said, Kupp gets the yards. Nakua gets the touchdowns.
Tutu Atwell.
Nice touchdown as well on the out route. I'm taking the Rams. Big margin. I mean, not a big margin because the Cardinals always play the Rams kind of tough.
Right. But, I mean, that's vice versa. The Rams always play the Cardinals
Tough.
Whatever team is worse,
they play tough.
Just
because divisional matchup. Yeah. But I'm taking the Rams this week, a 28-21 kind of game. Maybe 28-24.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Rams. I mean, Cardinals, James Conner, he's been their bell cow. He's out.
Yep.
You're going to have to put the ball in Dobbs' hands more to find those open receivers, and I just don't think he's really ready for that. I think
not.
So, definitely going the Rams. I think Matthew Stafford's going to have that thing rolling. Cooper Kupp's back. I mean, even Cooper Kupp's first game, I mean, he was out there giving Slay some work.
He gets in the end
zone this week. I think he has 100 yards receiving and gets in the end zone. Rams definitely win this one.
For sure.
Also, my sit of the week, just because we skipped it, the whole Browns. Just so you know, that's mine. Philly at the New York Football Jets, not the Giants. I know you thought I was going to say the Jets and mess up, but I didn't. This is a tough one here. The Jets defense has been playing really good. Zach Wilson, I mean, they win a game against the game they should have won. They should have beat the Broncos. That was a game that they should have won, even with Aaron Rodgers, so it didn't really matter. Going Philly. I haven't seen enough from Zach Wilson to go against that Philly front. I mean, the Jets just lost another offensive starter. I mean, Elijah Vera Tucker, he just tore his Achilles also.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already had to move Mekhi Becton from left tackle to right tackle, so I don't know where they're going to move Mekhi Becton now. And the line wasn't good when they were all there. So I think Philly's defense is going to have a big day, get some sacks. I think they're probably going to shut that run game down with Breece Hall, and they're going to try to make Zach kind of throw. But, I mean, they still got Darius Slay, James Bradbury, so it ain't looking good for the New York Jets this week. Definitely going Philly. I think they get their offense kind of rolling, and definitely riding the Philadelphia Eagles to go to 6-0.
Fucking hate the Eagles, so I really want to take the Jets just this week, just because. But then I'd fuck up my picks. So I'm going to take the Eagles this week.
Have to.
I really think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. I don't think it's a very high-scoring game just because how talented the Jets' defense is. If you have DeAndre Swift on your fantasy team, he's my sit of the week just because I think that the Jets' front doesn't get enough credit.
I agree. They have a great front.
So I'm going to take Philly this week, but I do think the Jets have a great defensive performance. Zach Wilson just doesn't have enough to get it done. And we got 2 games left. We got Sunday night, Giants at the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. Daniel Jones needs to get jumped by taking too much money from the Giants organization.
Yeah, he stole a bag.
Yeah.
He's out this week, I believe. Neck. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, because he got fucking jumped for taking too much money from him.
Yeah, Van Ginkel laid him down. Going to Bills. Bills suffered a big loss last week against the London Lags. Like I said, I think the travel was just a lot for them. I mean, getting over there, the Jags were there for 2 weeks. They kind of got used to that schedule. So definitely going to Bills. I think it's not going to be close. I think Josh Allen has a big game. I think Wink Martindale is kind of try to blitz Josh Allen, and I think Josh Allen's going to make him pay to old Stephon Diggs over there.
Fair enough. Last game of the week, Monday night. We got 2 of the worst head coaches in the league. We got Mike McCarthy at Brandon Staley. The Dallas Cowboys at the fucking Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, man.
Tough one.
This is bad. You can go.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think Dallas got fucked up last week, and I think they're going to get fucked up again. That defense is missing Trayvon Diggs more than people know.
Yeah.
And Mike McCarthy fucking sucks.
He's calling the plays, too.
He's fucking atrocious. Like, it's not all Dak Prescott's fault. I don't even know how Mike McCarthy's fat ass still in the league. Like, at the end of the day, bro, he's been so bad for so long. And he just stays in the league.
Would you rather have... I mean, look how long they kept Jason Garrett, though.
They both suck. Jason Garrett.
Yeah, man. We lost. But we only lost by 3. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, that's
all right. Hot topic. Who would you rather have, Mike McCarthy or Sean Payton? I know.
With what roster are we talking? Are we talking Sean Payton on the Cowboys?
No, we're talking you get the Las Vegas Raiders loss.
Oh, Las Vegas Raiders roster?
Yep.
Which coach do I want?
Yeah.
Fuck. Give me Sean Payton, bro.
Jimmy G?
Yep, give me Sean Payton and Jimmy G. I think they kind of bond a little bit. He yells at Jimmy G a decent amount.
Yeah.
But Devontae Adams is going to be Devontae
Yeah,
Adams.
that's what I'm saying. Josh Jacobs?
Exactly, man. Just give me Sean Payton, man.
Sean Payton.
I do not like Mike McCarthy. He's a bottom 5 head coach, in my opinion.
Well, we all know, if you listen to this podcast, how I feel about Brandon Staley. I don't even like the Chargers, and I've said some things about Brandon Staley that I do not take back. I am true to everything I have said about that man. So there's no way in fuck I am picking Brandon Staley on a Monday night. He's going to have the whole world eyes on this game, and he's going to find a way to fuck this up. He's going to fuck it up, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be like a 4th and 6, a 4th and 5, in about the third quarter, where they're maybe only up by 3, and they're driving, or they're up by 7 and they're driving, and they could kick a field goal. He's going to go for it, and they're not going to get it. The Cowboys are going to go down and get a touchdown to go up by 4, and then they're going to getting another touchdown or something, making a 2-possession game. We're going to look back on that fucking call that Brandon Staley had, and you're going to come back and be like, damn, he was right. I don't even like the Chargers.
You don't think they're going to be up by like 3 points on their own 20 and it's going to be 4th and 1 and he's going to go for it again?
He might do that too. Dude, he's going to find a way, I'm telling you. The guy just finds a way. It's going to be a long field goal. That's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be kind of a long field goal. They're going to be in that mid-range to where they go for it. It doesn't hurt them, but it's going to hurt them. And they're going to fucking lose because of Brandon Staley. I even talked about Austin Eckler coming back. I think that's going to be a huge help to that team. I think he's going to have a good night. And I think Dallas is going to do good.
Kellen Moore against his old team.
Kellen Moore against his old team, too. So you know he's going to want to put up points. But there's going to be one play call that your fucking boy Brandon Staley should punt it or kick a field goal, and he's going to mess it up. And that's Dallas is going to capitalize. And that's how they're going to win. That's just how it is.
I feel like you and Brandon Staley would be great friends.
You know, someone just needs to tell a guy to fucking punt. And I wouldn't be in this boat with that guy. It's like, dude, just punt the ball or kick a fucking field goal.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard coming out party, though.
Think so?
Yep.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Brandon Staley gets a win this week when the whole world's watching.
You think so?
Monday night, Brandon Staley says to all those Cowboy fans, it's not your year.
It's not your year.
It's not your year.
Joey Bosa is questionable. That was my only.
I don't give a damn.
That was my only one. So
Dak Prescott fucking blows.
Yeah, dude. How's Herbert, though? My man's fractured his hand. That thing was not good.
He's dog. He's better than Tua.
He's luckily. I don't know about all that. I mean, wrote a win-loss record.
I'm just kidding. Tua has the most passing yards in the league.
He was out there fucking showing everybody, I got inked up. Let me go get a bowl. You know what Sunday night is next week?
What is it? Dolphins?
Dolphins at Philly.
Ooh.
It's a big game.
Ooh. It's a huge game.
Yeah.
They might get their first loss.
That's what I'm saying. But we got to get through this week. We can't look ahead. I know we're playing the Panthers, but we cannot look ahead. You got to stay fucking focused, boys. We got to go to 6. Well, we'd be
5-1.
5-1. Oh, let me scroll back.
Passed them twice. Right there.
I don't like their logo.
They're at the top.
We need a fucking old school throwbacks. We'll be 5-1 after this week, so don't look ahead. We're 4-1 right now. Don't look ahead. Just get the job done. I don't care if we win by 3. Don't look ahead. Just find a way to win. That's all that matters. Same with fucking Ohio State. Last time we played at Purdue, we got mollywopped. Rondale Moore fucking ran all over us. Find a way to win, boys. That's all that mattered. I know it was close against Maryland last week. Just find a way to win. We'll be good. We got Penn State next week.
We do got Penn State next week.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be looking ahead, even with them. Big matchups for both. That's a big matchup.
Just in a rundown, though. Start instead of the week, just because we kind of did it during the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Your start of the week.
Raheem the Dream.
Raheem the Dream Mostert. H-hands out.
Yep.
Definitely, I like that against the Panthers. My start of the week, Drake London, just because Washington has allowed every number one receiver they played to go ridiculous. Look at DJ Moore last week.
Yeah.
Week before, it was someone else. I had seen the stat earlier.
It was A.J. Brown the week before.
It was A.J. Brown the week before. Yeah, so Drake London's going to have a big week.
The week before that, it was somebody from Denver. I think it was Marvin.
No, it was Mims.
Yeah.
And then my sit of the week, I got DeAndre Swift. It's a tough one. That's a toss-up. I could see the hatred coming at me just because I'm doing it because the Jets' defense is really good.
You got a good O-line versus a good D-line.
It's going to be tough. He might have a huge week. You never know. It's a tough one. There's not really great sits this week unless you want me to say Mac Jones, but he's probably on the damn waiver wire.
Yeah, he ain't playing anyways. And I did say the whole Browns offense, but actually my sit of the week is going in the same game as Levi. I'm going Breece Hall.
Okay.
I know Breece Hall had a big game last week, but I don't think that injured O-line is going to be able to produce some holes for him against that Philly front.
Yep.
And I think he's kind of going to get shut down.
It's tough. But I like our starts of the week.
Yeah.
Our sits are a little questionable.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
But if you have Drake London and he's on your bench, put him in the flex.
Put him in the flex.
It's not the hat. It's not the jersey. Drake London's just going to have a big week. And he's been doing terrible.
He had a big catch last week. That was a good catch.
Oh, yeah, the one-on-one we went up and got it. Helmet came off and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
And
We'll catch you next week. This is
The
Van Dyke Show.